Well. Honestly, it's been a tough couple of days. As we all know, we go through our period every month. Most of us women go through our period every month. And so I just started my period last Sunday. And when I tell you, the period just feel like it takes the life out of me. Like, it takes the life out of me. Like, I never feel the same. It's like, it just makes me feel like I'm sick. Drains the energy out of me. Like, it makes me just not want to do anything. Of course, with the pain and the cramping and everything like that. Like, I feel like it stops everything that I'm doing. Like, if I have something planned, if I have something I want to do, it just stops everything. I've been laying on the bed where I'm at for almost 3 days. I can't do anything. I can do things, but it's more like I don't have the energy to do it. It's just a lot of cramping on and off. And of course, I take an over-the-counter pill that's for cramping, but it doesn't, do the most. It's just kind of like, just mask the cramp and whatnot. I believe my cramp are a lot more and they're more intense. The first 3 days is like, do not bother me. I don't want to do anything. I want to just stay in bed. And that's literally what I do every single month. There's times where I won't feel like this. I can move, I can get going, I can do a lot of things while I'm on my period. But I feel like since I haven't been really quite active and I haven't really put my body through a lot of movements lately and whatnot, I feel like now the pain just intensifies. And the reason why I said it, because before, when I was working and whatnot, and I was always moving, walking, I could literally go to work with my period on. Now, there are times, of course, where like it was the first day of my period, that first day, that feeling, that, oh my gosh, like, oh, Jesus, like you gotta take a pill, whatever, to help with that first cramping, that feeling that you get in the first day. Yeah, but after that, I'll be okay because, again, I'm like busy with something and I'm not really focusing on the pain, so I can just keep moving, keep going, or whatever. Like, there's times I would have to like maybe stop at work and be like, oh Lord, like hold my stomach and be like, okay, I need a minute, like let me go to the bathroom or something like that. Now, because I'm not as active as I was before, now when the period come on, like I don't do nothing. And all I do really is just lay down. But really, when I was doing my research and whatnot, you're supposed to really just take it easy, like light walking, light exercises for the body, because all that stress on the body while you're on your period is really not good. Right now, it's really important for me to really understand how can I better cater to myself while on my period, because of the fact that honestly, like, I've been really looking more into how to heal my body, trying to understand like how can I minimize the pain, even shorten my period. I'm just doing more research into seeing what's causing me all this pain. I mean, of course, growing up in school from others, you hear, oh, it's normal. How is it normal if I feel like I'm about to pass out, I'm throwing up? Like, you know what I mean? That's not me, you know what I mean? I'm a very person who likes to get up and get going. Well, of course there are times I have to stop and rest, but it's like, on my period. But then you know what? As I got older, I wanted to know what causes that. What causes me to go through all these different things? Coming to find out, really, it's just a hormonal imbalance. Honestly, that's all it is, really. And a lot of it has to do with the food that I'm eating, lifestyle, things like that, stress, all these things, right? And that's just me doing my own research. This may not necessarily be for everyone. The question is, what can I do to better help myself during my menstrual cycle? Because again, I just feel like I'm helpless. Like, I've been going through this for years and years and years. And though I've been through it so many years, honestly, I just get so tired. Like, I just get so tired of just not knowing how to fix this problem. It should be fixable, right? And I feel like I'm the only one that's left to really fix that problem. Like, I can't go to the doctor and complain that, oh my God, my stomach hurts. They could, of course, send me to a specialist and tell me that I may have other issues, which is something I'm not going to, look past, because I do believe it could be something else as well that's causing all this heavy bleeding, this, whole experience that I'm having during my menstrual cycle. But of course, so it's good to do your own research as well and record or pay close attention to how you're feeling during your menstrual cycle. The other day, I, went to go see my primary care doctor, and I was telling her, like, I would like to see a specialist because I have a feeling that I have anemia.
Don't mind the hair, I just washed it, and so I'm leaving it out to dry. But I just want to clear it up. I was trying to say that I believe I may be anemic. I did say I believe I have anemia, but I think that didn't sound so right. I don't know, what you think?
I do believe that I have anemia because of the symptoms that I usually would experience a lot, quite often actually. And so she was like, oh no, you probably have anemia. Like, without even, asking me, okay, do you want to see a specialist to see if you have anemia, or or do you want to get a test done to see if you have it? No, she didn't even ask me none of that. She didn't even ask me if I want that. She was just kind of like brushing me off. And I was like, in my head, did she just brush me off? Like, this is serious, you know what I mean? Like, you don't really know how this is affecting my life. And I was just like, in my head, I don't know why she did that. It really made me upset. Like, I was kind of like upset and disappointed. I was like, I didn't even know what to say at that moment. I just felt like I wanted to go see a specialist or like a hematologist and kind of get them to run some tests and see like if there's any issue going on with me, like further tests to see if there's anything more significant that I need to know about. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I'm still trying to see if I want to pursue that.
Now, don't get me wrong. A hematologist may have been extreme, but she did refer me to a gynecologist. I was to just follow up and make an appointment to go see one. However, for years now, I've had doctor visits in the past, and they've always ordered a lab work, and every time my lab results will come back, my red blood cell, my hemoglobin, my hematocrit will always come back below the normal intervals that they should be within. I am the one that kind of neglected that and not paid close attention to that, and so I find myself to be complaining about the same thing and not even doing anything about it, really. There was one test here I have in front of me. My red blood cell was 3.39. It indicated as being low, but the reference interval it should be between is 3.77 5.28. My hemoglobin at that time too was 10.8, and the reference interval that it should be between is about 11.1 15.9. My hematocrit was low as well, 32.7. It should be anywhere from 34.0 46.6. Now, I had this blood work done at LabCorp. I also did one actually in 2020 as well. But at that time, my hemoglobin, my red blood cell, my hematocrit, if I was saying that right, did not come back low at all. I think that the one that I just said, I may have been on my menstrual cycle at that time when I had that blood work done, so probably that's why the numbers were looking very off. Now let's take a look at the iron level. In 2021, it was perfectly fine, within normal range. However, my vitamin D seems to always be low. You guys might be shocked, okay? My vitamin D in 2021 was at a 7.6. Now, I've been hearing that to have an optimal vitamin D, it should be anywhere from 30 to even 50. I'm at a 7.6. And that's very closely related to, menstruating. Let me go also to the other lab work. Now let's take a look at the ferritin serum. That was at a 10. That was low. But the reference interval should be anywhere from 15 up to 150. Also, in 2020, my vitamin B12, my folate, those are good. Iron, all this is good. But vitamin D, again, 9.3. It should be anywhere from 30. 50 is pretty much optimal. Again, so low. My ferritin serum was 14. Again, that was low because the reference interval should be 15 up to 150. I may be really partly responsible for not, taking care of these things while it was informed to me, while it was reported back to me. And so I believe like I'm the one that's responsible really for how I've been feeling all this time. And now it's like, why would I go to the doctor and keep repeating the same thing over again? If I've known this all this time and never did anything about it. You see what I mean?
A lot of times I get frustrated because a lot of times these primary care doctor, they just want to brush you off a lot of times and just be like, oh, you're fine, it's okay, it's normal. And you're like, no, it's not. Like, this is really interrupting my life and the way I do things and whatnot. And so if I need to get someone to look into it just to tell me what's going on so I can have a peace of mind to know what it is, then that's what I need. Don't brush me off. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm paying to see you, right? I'm paying my hard working money to see you. Why are you brushing me off? Maybe because of the color of my, oh, it's nothing, it's not serious. At the end of the day, I have to be my own advocate. I know that I could also just go with what I know and just try to help myself in the best way that I can. I just get so scared just to get my own period. I have anxiety almost just to get my own period because I know what I'm about to go through. And again, I do my own research to buy things. I even go as far as going to a natural health food store to see if I can buy teas, alternative pain pills, other things that maybe can be a lot more effective.
Also, something that I've been hearing lately is that those that experience heavy bleeding, long periods, could also be lacking certain vitamins. There are certain vitamins that we need more of to help during our menstrual cycle with the heavy bleeding, with the cramping, the PMS, and everything. Some of the ones I'm going to name off the top of my head are magnesium, vitamin A, vitamin K, zinc, and there's so many other ones that are like more specific or more prone towards women that are dealing with heavy menstrual cycle, those PMS and things like that. So again, by doing your own research, by reading, by understanding, then you can have a better idea what vitamins that you need to take more to, in a sense, help you during that time.
It's just one day at a time, honestly. It's one day at a time. I've had to go as far as buying herbal teas.
All right, I'm going to show you guys what I mean by loose leaf tea. I have 3 in front of me here. Just a closer look. You can see this is what a loose leaf tea look like if you go to a herbal shop and pick it up. This is the Damiana leaf. This was originally in a plastic bag, but I took it out and put it in a mason jar. I put it in a mason jar for longer use, also preserve its freshness as well. And this is also, again, another loose leaf tea. This is red clover herb. We have another one here. This is the raspberry leaf tea. This is really good for the woman's reproductive system entirely.
I did notice a difference when I started drinking herbal teas with the cramps, the length of my period, how much I'm bleeding, and some of the other symptoms as well. I would say if you're interested in going that route, definitely do your research first. Little goes a long way, and you will see the difference as well when you buy them. Like it's nothing compared to the one that you buy at the stores. I'm just thankful wherever I go, I can find a natural herbal shop as well. It may not always be easy to find, but most places will have it. Also find them online, just as long as it's a trusted source and you feel comfortable with doing that, then yeah. I would definitely say that this is a journey that I'm still taking on figuring out how do I help myself heal from within, because I know that I can overcome this. Trying to find natural ways, holistic ways to heal myself, because I'm just getting so tired of dealing with the same problems every single month. I get so depressed sometimes just thinking about it. I feel like the biggest thing for me is to be consistent. Even this morning, waking up this morning, I'm just like a sigh of relief that, wow, the 3 days of my period, the first 3 days of my period is over. So now I can finally slowly get myself back. My arm hurts so much from just laying down so much. For a moment, I was literally like just crying. I was like, oh my gosh, Lord, please help me. I'm gonna try to get myself you know, cleaned up and put myself back to where I was a couple of days ago. Makes my hair look pretty. This is the Guru Nanda. It's a brand that I see everybody is like raving about. Like, they have so many other things in it. This is a tongue scraper with travel case. It also has an oil pooling in there as well. This is the case right here. I have one of them in my hand right now that I just used to scrape my tongue. They have 2 of them in here. I'm going to put the one that I use after I rinse it and clean it in here and just close it and then put it away. Here is the portable tongue scraper that I have as well. This is especially if I'm on the road, I'm on the go, and I don't have this with me, or if I don't feel comfortable using this with me, because you have to kind of like rinse this off after you're using it. So I have this. You just use it, throw it away. That's it. I care about how my breath smells, especially when I'm talking very close to people. Some people, it's because they need to learn how to scrape their tongues. That's what's really causing the bad breath a lot of the times, or unless they have a teeth that's going bad. Now I'm going to brush my teeth. Then I don't know if I should do my hair first or go shower.
Before all that, let's go inside the room and open the blinds to get some sun inside the room. The outside of this Airbnb was not pretty pleasant to look at, so that's probably why I never really opened the blinds. This was also another Airbnb that I had to go to because I had other appointments that I had to attend that were literally back to back. But this view was a little okay on this side. And now I'm going in to go get my breakfast for the morning. I have here a blueberry oat muffin. I've always wanted to try this kind for a while, but I never get around to doing it. So finally I did. And it has about 6 in there, I believe. And I also am going to pair it with the egg muffin that I also bought as well. I also do try to always get more greens in my diet. So I have this green juice here by Suja. This is the one I always get, especially at Walmart. A little over $9. Then I proceeded to poke small holes in both of the muffins, the blueberry and the egg, and then I put them in the microwave. Microwaved it for about 2 minutes exactly, and they were all ready and set to go. The egg muffin and this blueberry muffin is done. I took them out, ready to eat. And that's all I'm gonna have for this morning.
All right, so I just got done eating. Now I'm ready to do my hair now. I'm going to pretty much style my hair into small curl patterns. Not wet though, my hair is really dry because I did just wash my hair. This is the product that I'm going to be using today by Curls. It is a Blueberry Bliss Curl Control Jelly. And the direction in the back is asking me to have my hair wet. My hair's not wet, so I'm going to have to wet my hair and then apply the product.
So I had to grab a towel, go in the shower, get my hair wet, which I managed to do without getting my entire self wet, as you can see. But it doesn't stop here. Stay tuned.